Hello, and because I'm not really convinced about the fake GPS, I was not sure if the Nafi flies on FCC. I'm going to fly again the Nafi, but with in real FCC, I mean with the application, the FreeFlight 6 in FCC mode, specially modified. The last video is on here, on the corner, you can watch it. And the link to download this FreeFlight 6 is on the link below on the video description. Let's see it. Stop, hold on. FCC and CE. FCC is the standard rules for Wi-Fi transmission in USA, for example, and CE is standard transmissions, Wi-Fi transmissions for Europe. So there's a difference. I explained this in other videos. For example, with the Parrot Bebop drones and Parrot Disco drone. I got this video here, you can check it out, about the FCC and CE. In USA, the FCC rules, Wi-Fi is transmission is stronger. You can go with the Wi-Fi transmission on the drones, Wi-Fi drones far away than in Europe in CE, because in Europe the CE transmission rules are shorter. I mean, the power of the transmission is shorter than FCC. So I have tried to fly in FCC, I mean the FreeFlight 6 don't have the option to change to FCC, to USA, as the FreeFlight Pro you can. In the FreeFlight Pro for the Bebop drones and Disco, you can change it, and the power is more than in other countries. On the FreeFlight 6 you cannot change it. It's just if you are in Europe, it detects you are in Europe and it works with the Europe transmission, and if you are in USA, it detects you are in USA, and the transmission will become in the USA standard. So I have tried with a fake GPS on my tablet, and it seems to work, but I was not convinced at 100%, and now the opportunity knocks. I mean, someone have cracked or modified the FreeFlight 6 to work on FCC all the time, wherever you are. So for me it was a good news, because in the specifications of the Parrot Nafi it says in optimal conditions we can fly about 4 kilometers distance, but we can never fly that so far in Europe, because the transmission is weaker than in USA. So they don't explain that to anybody. So you can go 4 kilometers distance in USA in optimal conditions, without any Wi-Fi transmissions around, without any buildings, any trees, nothing, just a straight line. Maybe you can get 4 kilometers distance, but in Europe you cannot achieve that. You cannot go for so much far away. And remember, on the city or on urban areas, there are a lot of interferences, a lot of Wi-Fi routers and Wi-Fi devices, and the channels are full of transmissions, and the transmission between the Sky Controller 3 and the Parrot Nafi becomes weak and breaks and all that stuff. But if you put in 5 gigahertz instead of 2.4 gigahertz in Europe, especially in Europe, there are none or much lesser transmissions in 5 gigahertz, so you can fly better with 5 gigahertz in a crowded place with a lot of Wi-Fi around. So in this video you will see how far can I go with a real FCC, in real FCC modes, first in 5 gigahertz and then in 2.4 gigahertz in the city, with a lot of stuff going around. So let's see it. So as you can see, the water deposit from here is without anything between the water deposit and the controller, so I think the flight will be better without obstructions. Something like this. Okay, let's record this. Okay, let's start the Sky Controller 3. Waiting for it. Okay, now the Anafi. And wait for the connection. Booting up. Waiting for bring GPS on the Anafi. As you can see, I am going to fly in 5 gigahertz because of the interferences of the city. 2 gigahertz is very populated and no GPS. Give me GPS. Okay, now we have more satellites and the GPS is green, so I think it's ready. Let's take off. Precision home, and let's going up and go for the water deposit. Let's put in sport mode to go faster. A lot of ambulances here. Let's go. No obstructions between the Anafi and Sky Controller. So far so good. Look at this, no interferences, no failings, nothing. Now almost 1 kilometer. Straight line. Look at that. FCC, real FCC modes. Piece of cake. And we can go much further. Take a look at this. Now we're talking. Oops. And it started failing now. Because there's a building at this distance in front of it. And where I am standing is some kind of a hole. But it keeps going. Look at that. I cannot go higher because of the rules. I'm on a limit. And this keep going. Amazing, isn't it? I think I've lost it. Okay, I lost it. Very nice. If I don't have that building in front of it, I could go much further. And so this is FCC mode, and the difference is huge. So let's cross the fingers to it's returning. And it's returning, look at that. We still have signal at 1 kilometer and for 300 meters. Very nice. And always the same scenario. Zoom in. And it's done. Very nice, isn't it? So I'm going to change the battery and make a 2 gigahertz flight with interferences of this city. Who cares about it? Green GPS with a lot of satellites. Now let's change the connection to 2.4 gigahertz. Okay, it's done. And interferences, of course. Let's flight this thing. Okay, it's ready to roll, to go. Remember, don't take off with green GPS, without green GPS, and calibrate the Paratanafi. And I'm seeing a weak signal already. Let's take off. Extremely interferences. I don't care. Let's go. I don't. Yes, extremely already interferences. So I think I'm not going too much far, but let's see. Interferences have gone. So let's go. Okay. Maximum altitude reached. Let's see how far can you go. So far so good, of course. Sky controller is pointed the right direction. Having problems. Okay, water deposit reached, and now the water deposit is blocking the transmission maybe. So, but it keeps going. See how far it goes. Oh, signal's getting weak. But it keeps going. Failing a lot. Failing a lot. I think it's gone. And it's returning. It looks like almost the same range. I don't know. clear skies. Okay, let's wait for it. And here it is. Excellent flight anyways. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Leave your comments, like, dislike, subscribe, all that stuff. And let's go for another video, somewhere, someplace. See you in the next video.